Issa girl, this wasn't it. This wasn't it. We predicted Andrew was gonna get fed up with Molly's shit and they were gonna break up. Check, that happened. Hi guys, you are watching Etcetera with me, Est. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good ish. Now today, I'm in another room for for reasons I can't disclose, but just know it was a traumatic experience. Anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing Insecure season 4 episode 10 season finale, Lego. So the episode starts with Issa is buying flowers or something like that, and Lawrence comes and meets her, and he basically lets her know that he got the job in San Francisco. I have been saying San Diego for like the last 4 episodes and no one corrected me, but anyway, it is well. And you know what, I feel good, because I feel like obviously it's good. Lawrence is no longer a bum. He's going beyond getting opportunities. He said he's got he's going to manage a team. He's got a corner office, you know, assistant. So clearly, you know, he's doing better for himself. And, you know, he asked Issa, is that a deal breaker? And Issa was like, no, you know, she obviously really still cares and loves Lawrence. And she says, you know what, I can make it work. San Francisco is not that far, you know, 45 minutes plane ride. And, you know, if things, you know, move in the right direction, you know, she might move there, you know. So the scene now changes to Molly and Andrew. They're at a work function of Molly's. Andrew doesn't really seem to be having a great time. He wants to go. Molly's asked, come on, can we stay? You know, and you know, he goes along with it like he normally does, which will later come back and bite Molly in the behind later, but we'll get to that soon. So they're back home, and Molly and Andrew, you know, they get into a little bit of tiff, a bit of an argument, because, but you know what, it wasn't because of what they were arguing. I think initially it was, I think Andrew wanted to watch something or something like that, and Molly was like, no, I can't. It was something about that show, Finding Latoya, which we didn't get to see the end of, by the way. But anyway, that's just another complaint for another day. But, you know, Andrew's fed up. You know, he continues to make allowances for Molly, whatever she wants to do. If she feels uncomfortable, you know, he has to be the bigger person. And he's just tired. I said this last episode. He's coming to his tether with Molly. And again, I think a lot of us predicted that. We kind of knew that at some point in the season, Molly's true colours will be exposed and Andrew would just become sick of her. You know, and I said this as well. He mentioned his brother as well. So clearly, you know, family is very important to him. His brother is very important to him. And he wanted Molly to be mature enough to have a conversation with his brother. She didn't. Now he's vexed. You're pissed now. As we continue to get into the argument, which I was just here for, Molly gets a call. She picks up, and it turns out that Tiffany has gone AWOL. They don't know where she is. She's been missing for like maybe the whole night or half a day, whatever it is. And the whole gang is basically trying to look for her with her husband. Now, we saw at the block party that Tiffany was having some issues, you know, adjusting to motherhood. I don't think the baby took to the breast, which can, you know, be, and I imagine it might be feel like a rejection from her baby. She was overwhelmed. They weren't planning to have children. She got pregnant. You know, some sort of postpartum depression was forming with Tiffany. So we saw that at the block party. It's come full circle to the point where she couldn't take it anymore and she had to leave her home. And even though there's tension between Molly and there's tension between Issa, everyone came together. Kelly was there, the husband was there trying to find her, going to bars, going to restaurants, and you know, ultimately they found her at a hotel. It was just nice to see, because her husband, I think his name is Derek, he just consoled her. He didn't yell, he wasn't shouting, you know, because that could be the way that some husbands will go. But clearly in that moment Tiffany just needed to be hugged, to be loved, and yeah, I mean, there's nothing really more to say about that. Like, anyway, moving on. Oh, I even forgot, earlier in the episode, Issa went to go and see, what's his name? Nice eyes, guys. What's his name? Nathan. Oh my gosh, how can I forget Nathan? So she goes to see Nathan at his barbershop. I think there is like a room or something in the building they're in that Nathan thought Issa could benefit from. She could use it for one of her events, you know, which was a nice gesture. And, you know, they did end up talking about what happened a couple of days prior when they did have that talk about, you know, she not confessed, but she told him that she had started dating Lawrence again. I don't know, I just feel like, you know, I see the chemistry between Nathan and Issa, and I do think, you know, they can maintain their friendship somewhat, and it's really nice of him that he did think of Issa when he saw the space, and he's obviously happy to help her out. But I just think there needs to be boundaries. If her and Lawrence are going to weather the tests of time, you know, she kind of has to cut that relationship out in some way, or have very, very strict boundaries. There was also like a comical moment as well where there was a drunk man on the bus when they were looking for Tiffany. Police were involved, the bus driver, because the bus driver wouldn't let them off the bus because they missed their stop. It was just, you know, with everything that's going on currently now, with no police brutality, and, you know, just assuming that the black people are the, you know, the criminals or the people in the wrong in the situation, without knowing all the facts, it was good to see kind of like a humorous take on that. So they're fine, Tiffany, blah, 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 blah. Everyone goes home. Molly, you know, she still wants to talk to Andrew because obviously when they were having an argument, she was called to go and help find Tiffany. So they resume their conversation, and Andrew's basically saying, like, I'm kind of done, babe. Like, it's getting a bit too much. And obviously Molly is there basically borderline begging like, you know, to try and stay together. And Andrew made the comment that, you know, relationships are not supposed to be, you know, this hard, and I just don't think we're a good match and things like that. And you know what? I get it. I get how Andrew feels. Obviously Molly is not an easy person to be in a relationship with, or even in a friendship with, as we've seen. But relationships, I don't know, I feel like relationships have issues, you know? Like, there's no way you can go through a long relationship and not argue, not have miscommunications, or, you know. But I guess when someone is fed up, obviously he's miserable, or, you know, there's just things that he's seen in Molly that he really doesn't like. He doesn't want to continue with her. So it seems like they broke up, which is something everybody predicted. Everybody knew that this was going to happen, because Molly can't keep a man. Molly can't keep a man. And that's not even to say that she will never have a man, but it's just the current selfish behavior she has now. She ain't keeping someone, a good man anyway. And Andrew seems like he's a good man. So, tough tits. It seems like they've broken up. Now to the penultimate scene, or scene of significance. I have to readjust my seating for this. Issa's at home. She's also been looking for Tiffany as well. She didn't get much sleep. And Lawrence comes over, and, you know, everything, you know, seems to be cool. But obviously Lawrence has something to say. And he drops the bomb that condolences is with child. His child. Condola is pregnant. This is where I am pissed off with Issa Rae and the whole writing team. I might not have predicted this, but a good 5 friends of mine, good 5 of my friends rather, they predicted that Condola was going to be pregnant, or she might be pregnant. I've watched other people do reviews and they mentioned maybe she's pregnant. Now I said, what is the purpose of Condola this season? You know, I just felt that there was some parts it was like, well, she didn't really need to be in it. But obviously this is her purpose, to be carrying Lawrence's child. And, you know, they do flashbacks for when Condola told him that she was pregnant. And he's like, are you sure it's mine? And she's like, I'm sure. Now, this scene is a bit reminiscent, or the storyline itself is a bit reminiscent of the game. I don't know if you watched The Game, but The Game was a show that had Tia Mowry, you know, the Tia from Sister Sister. She played Melanie. She was with a guy called Derwin. They broke up for, you know, a while, but they were still in love with each other. He started dating someone else. Him and that girl, they broke up. Derwin and the girl broke up. Melanie went to go and profess her love for him, and she wants him back. And Derwin said, oh, you know, my ex-girlfriend is pregnant. It was literally textbook, the same. No, yeah, the only thing was Condola wasn't physically there. And I just thought, rah, when Lawrence came, I just knew he was going to say she's pregnant. This is where I feel disappointed, because many people predicted this. It wasn't like a bombshell. And Condola, I just think, come on, babe. Like, with your husband, you weren't ready for kids. But now, you're ready for kids with a guy that don't even want you no more. Do you think she did this on purpose? Like, she, you know, she stopped taking the pill or something, like, at some point. I don't know. Either way, she's pregnant. And obviously, Issa is devastated. I was also thinking, you know, what's his name? Lawrence is supposed to go to San Francisco for his new job, you know, relocate. And now his ex is pregnant. And his new babe is devastated. It's just like, okay, well, I guess you can't go no more, Lawrence. Because I don't see Lawrence being like a deadbeat dad and like not being there for the child. So, and Condola knows that. So, obviously, as I said, Issa is distraught. She's smoking and all that stuff. And at the end of the episode, Issa goes to a restaurant and we see who is waiting for her. Lo and behold, it's Molly. Life has obviously humbled Molly. She needs someone to talk to because her man ain't there no more. So who does she call? She calls Issa. The person that she rejected, that she'd been rejecting all season, she goes and calls Issa. And the thing is, Issa can't even be like, I don't want to talk to you, like, we're done. Because she's also received some devastating news and she wants comfort. So they both still need each other. And that was the end of the episode. Like, literally, that was the end of the episode. That's the end of the season. The season that we waited, what, 2 years for? Issa, girl, bye. Girl, bye. I'm sorry. I mean, we had a slow start, a strong middle, you know, and strong, like, from episode 5 to episode 9. Excellent. And this is how you gonna do yourself episode 10? That was some hot shit, bruv. Everything that happened, we predicted. We predicted Tiffany was gonna, you know, have a breakdown at some point or lose her right. She did that. We predicted Andrew was gonna get fed up with Molly shit and they were gonna break up. Check, that happened. We knew something was gonna happen with Lawrence and Issa because obviously on Insecure, Issa's fairy tale never really happens, to be fair. And Condola was pregnant, which people basically predicted was gonna happen. And last but not least, Molly basically crawls with her tail between her legs back to Issa, you know. It's just, it was just like, we knew this was gonna happen. Is that it? Now we're gonna have to wait, what, another 2 years? There was no jaw-dropping moment. There was no like, oh my god. If anything, it was just like, I knew it, or some people have been saying this. That's what I got, and I'm sorry, I'm not happy with that. Guys, let me know how you feel about the season as well, about you feel about this episode, and I will see you for another review. Obviously, Insecure's finished, but Greenleaf is starting, and I'm ready to receive the Holy Ghost. Bye, guys.